Hey, it's your Death Metal Furry back with another Lego video. This time I'm going over all of the 11 Speed Champions I've collected over, I think, the past 2 to 3 years. The first ones I bought was that Ferrari and the 2 Jags in the back. That's what got me back into the Lego stuff. And I'm going to go through each one. There's, I believe, a couple of them that have been customized, but they're not customized to a big extent. So first ones I'm going to start off with is probably the first ones I started with. Here we have the Ferrari F8 Tributo, which is the first Speed Champions car I picked up from my local Walmart, along with the 2-pack of the Jags. This, I believe, was $20 when I first bought it, and it is a pretty good car. The only things I've done to it was the wheels. So these wheels used to be on the Mark V Supra until I just swapped them around, and they look better like this. Black wheels on a Italian exotic. It is a really good car. I would definitely suggest picking it up. Here we have the 2-pack of the Jags. They both costed, well, it came in a 2-pack, which costed $40, I believe, 2 to 3 years ago. I can't remember exactly what time they released it in 2020, but it is a good pack. I don't think I still have the starting lights. I think I might have disassembled that for parts. I can't remember, but I'll go into more detail on each of these cars right about now. Here we have the I-Pace. This is the electric Jag SUV, and it is actually raised on the wheels a little bit to make it look more like the SUV, because the way this sit, it was probably about the same ground clearance as that Ferrari, and that didn't really make any sense. Am I missing a piece here? Did I just now notice that? I have to take a look at images on this over at Bricklink, see if I'm actually missing a piece. But this is a pretty good build. Only downside, you can't fit any Mefuse in there without going in and taking a bunch of pieces out, and I don't know if taking any of those parts out will ruin the structural integrity of this car. So I don't plan on doing that anytime here soon. I really love the blue and the black. It is a nice vehicle. Here we have the Formula E car. I really love how they've done the design for this. I know that they redesigned this to be the Mercedes F1 car. The Mercedes F1 car looks a whole lot better than this, but this was made in 2020. Same as the Jag back there. I love the design of this, and I still need to clean all these. And I still love the black and blue colors that they use for this. Really nice. Here we have the old classic Porsche 911 Turbo. It is the 1990s, I believe, maybe 1980s. I love how they've done this car. And I know they've done several of this type of car. And there's a green version of this in a Porsche 2-pack. And this is the only 6 stud wide Speed Champions car I have. And this can actually fit in the garage, in the old time garage modular. I tested it with all the, one of the 8 stud wide doesn't fit. This barely fits. And I probably plan on putting this in the same garage once I get get a custom table built for my Lego City. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, the construction of this pretty good, designed to look what it is, and the stickers are slowly not being in the good condition. But hey, clear stickers don't really last that long. Here we have the Toyota Mark V Supra, and just to get this out of the way, this thing did fall and I lost this little piece of the spoiler, because it's supposed to be the mirrored version of this piece, it's supposed to go right there, but I cannot seem to find it anymore. But this thing, if you want the back to open, all you gotta do is just that, put that back on, opens up a little bit. Nah, that's not gonna work. You can manage to figure out how to put that back on there. You can have the back open, but it's just pretty much what you decided to do with the back end. This is one of the, I believe, one out of the 5 I've modified a little bit, because this car is made in Japan, so I made it right-hand drive, because Japanese sports car, it gets to be right-hand drive. And this is pretty good. I still just gotta get that piece replaced. Here we have the Koenigsegg Jesko. It is not the track version because I still have the wing for it. I decided to take the wing off because I like the way this looks more. But I can go see if I can go find that wing, but yeah, right here. It isn't that far. So all we gotta do, take this off, pull that off, connect that, slide that back in. There you got the wing reassembled, mostly, because I do not remember what I did with that clear stud, but there you have the Jesko for the track. But I still plan on keeping it as the top speed version. And this one is right-hand drive as well, because I think in Sweden it is right-hand drive. I do not know, but I can look that up later. Nice car. And I got that one in Forza, and I wish I had enough money for it. Here we have the Ferrari 512M that raced against, I believe, the Ford GT40 back in 1970. I think it's 1970s. I can't remember, but those kind of cars were really, really fast at that time and very, very dangerous to drive. Because Ford GT didn't really have that great of downforce, but Ferrari's been winning a lot of races back then. And that's where this car was pretty much based off of. And I love how they done the back end detail with the exposed, I believe that is the transmission or the back end of the, I do believe that's the back end of the transmission. There's the exhaust. The only thing I had wrong, well, the only thing I didn't do right was with one of the side panels. I didn't put one of the plates in, so it would never sit right until I got onto that and fixed it. So yeah, that's the Ferrari 512M and me not following the instructions. And here we have the other, well, the last 2-pack of all of the Speed Champions I've bought. The Aston Martin dual pack, with the Valkyrie AMR and the DB11 GT3. No, it's the Vantage. They look awfully the same until you look at their rear taillights. But they are both right-hand drive because they both come from England. They're both British racing cars. And I believe that is still in the making of the actual race car. Not the race car, but the actual road legal car. Let's start off with the Valkyrie, with some very interesting building techniques used for this. And with these kinds of Speed Champions cars, there's usually a little, not really a little piece, but like a somewhat of a big piece for the bottom of the car for like structural integrity. This one's just all brick built, just because of the shape of the car, especially with these flaps right here. This car is made for downforce, and a lot of it, because usually if you're looking at the car like right here, you can see from right here all the way through the car, but Lego isn't able to replicate that, which I'm not surprised that they're not able to, because it's Lego. You got certain limitations with bricks. Here we have the Vantage GT3, which is the race variant of their ongoing Vantage Grand Touring car. We have side exit exhaust right there, since it is a front engine car. And this thing is supposed to be in the GT3 racing category. I love the gray and the green accents, and unlike the Valkyrie, because that one has a fixed wing, I think that is. That rear spoiler or wing is very different. But this one, you can just move it up or down. I'm probably just gonna leave it maybe about right here. Yeah, that seems fine. Maybe just move it a little bit more down. I'll decide on it later. But these are some really nice cars. And this has that piece I was talking about with the Valkyrie. Because as we can take a look, that is what is made for the midsection for the car. This doesn't have it because it's brick built. And this is starting to fall apart in my hands. One piece just fell off. That Valkyrie is fragile. Here we have the Lamborghini Countach, and it is a 1970s supercar icon. And I believe this is the 40th anniversary, mainly because the rear wing. And it is a beast of a car in real life. Until you toast the transmission, that's when you're looking at a large amount of money going poof. Because clutches in these things are not cheap. But the way they've done these headlights are amazing. They are completely brick built with, I believe, stickers underneath of the headlights for turn indicators. But if you're looking at it like this, you can't really see much of it. But it is a nice car. If you're able to get one of these off of Bricklink, I would highly suggest it. Only wish that they were able to do these prints on the canopy pieces a bit more opaque and a bit more like the colors. Hopefully Lego does that, because that will fix that issue and some of the prints on the torsos for some of the people, because some of their torsos, printing on them aren't really that great. And here we have the last one that was added to my Speed Champions collection, which is Paul Walker's R34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. And this thing is one very good build. It looks almost like the real car, besides it being made out of Lego. Toyo tires, the GTR, and we have a look in the interior. If I can actually get it on camera. We have some dials here. We have, I believe, some kind of engine mapping program. Let me see if I can take this piece out. Yeah, it's not wanting to come out. Yeah, that piece right here. I think that's like a engine, something with the tuning. I can't remember. I haven't seen this movie in a long while. We have more interior details. We got Paul Walker and 3 balls of nitrous, ready to take down whoever's racing him. And I already got a plan for this GTR. All I gotta do is get Dom's Charger and have him racing down the freeway. And that is all of my Speed Champions that I currently own. But I do know I'll be getting, I believe, 4 more in the next month, because the next month they're releasing a new line, and I am definitely going to be getting myself some more of those. If you enjoy this video, hit that like. If you want to help support my channel, hit that subscribe, because I will continue making more content like this in the future. So, see y'all in the next one.